What's up, YouTube fam? This is Michael Tavon, and I'm back.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
In the previous video, I yapped about my least favorite songs and favorite songs by Michael Jackson from each of his albums, which I will link in the description if you haven't watched it yet. Within that video, I mentioned how Michael Jackson's Bad album lost Album of the Year at the Grammys to U2's The Joshua Tree.
That shit is crazy. I really don't like that guy.
I also fairly stated how I never listened to that album at all, much less any music by U2 other than the shit that I heard in the commercials or passing on the radio. I've never actively listened to anything by U2. But what's also interesting, U2's Joshua Tree winning Album of the Year, it also beat out Whitney Houston's sophomore album, Whitney, which I listened to for the first time, and I actually reviewed it in a previous video, so go ahead and check that out as well. It also beat out Signs of the Times by Prince, which I can admit I never listened to it in its entirety, so I don't know how good that is. And it also beat out Trio by Dolly Parton and others, which everybody knew then and knows now that they did not have a chance like ice in hell to beat out any of those artists. Amongst all of that, U2 came out victorious. On paper, it seems like some payola was involved, because what the fuck? Even though I admitted to never listening to this album a day in my life, U2 was never a band I gravitated to. So with that said, today we will see if the Joshua Tree earned the album solely on its own merit, or was it the Grammys' way of sticking it to MJ raw with no lube?
Oh, that's nasty.
So let's get right into it. But Bad versus the Joshua Tree. Dun dun, dun dun. 11 tracks versus 11 tracks. I will grade each song 1 through 10. And the album that receives the most points out of a possible 110 will earn
nothing.
Track 1, Bad versus Where the Streets Have No Name. Bad. To start off, in the previous video, I said this is my least favorite song off the album, as it's the only song I don't actively put on if I'm not watching the music video.
You are really dumb, for real.
The instrumentation is absolutely insane. Obviously, it's one of the dopest bass lines ever, but the subject matter is cool. It's not universally appealing, as I would have to be in a dancing mood to listen to this song. So it's a 7 out of 10. Where the Streets Have No Name. The opening section of the instrumental has a resounding feel. Immediately makes me feel like there's hope on the horizon. And I'm dead serious when I say this. My heart was immediately drawn to the soulful delivery of Bono as he belts about escaping to a utopia, a place where you can be your authentic self. This album has already started off with a banger. I deadass had tears in my eyes while listening to this. I actually should have made this a live reaction type of video to let y'all know I was not on some bullshit. The song is a 10 out of 10. The next tracks, The Way You Make Me Feel versus I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. We all know The Way You Make Me Feel is a classic track. Michael perfectly blended his edgier vocals along with his signature ad-libs to create this upbeat but soulful tune as he sings about trying to impress the woman who makes him feel out of this world. Side note, this song always made me wish he and Quincy decided to add Streetwalker to the album too. Streetwalker would have been an amazing bridge between Bad and The Way You Make Me Feel. Nonetheless, the song is a 10 out of 10. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Once again, this song pulls me in. The way the instrumentation builds on the opening. Bono's voice is stunning. Why has no one ever told me this man could sing like this? Like, what the fuck was I?
You must be crazy. He good. You must be crazy.
Like, no one told me this man, Bono, has had a voice like this. I'm so baffled. I can't even understand why I've never listened to U2 before. Because something about his voice makes me want to cry all the tears of pain from my body. I feel so emotionally refreshed after listening.
I go to McDonald's and get a McBitch because you a bitch.
The lyrics are composed of themes of romance and inspiration. 10 out of 10 track. Speed Demon versus With or Without You. Speed Demon. I would go on record by saying this is the album's most underrated song. I really love this song. It's really fun, but it also is really edgy at the same time. Pause. The Moonwalker film really helped sell this song for me. MJ sings about peeling off on the ops, which is cool as fuck. He sings under his breath on the verses to give a darker tone to the song, but it still maintains a very fun pop appeal to it. Overall, it's an 8.5 out of 10. And surprisingly so, I've seen a lot of people in the comments of my previous video say that this was their least favorite song off the album. And once again, if that's your opinion, that's cool. I don't understand it, but I respect it. Like, I'm not gonna attack anybody based on their opinion, but I get it. I love the song and some people don't. With or Without You. Now, I am familiar with the song, which is funny because I never knew this song.
You are really dumb. For real.
I've never watched the video. I've heard it in passing on movies and TV shows and maybe the radio. But I always really liked the song, but I never knew it was by U2. Go figure. It's a really good record, strong performance by Bono. Also, I love how this album has a clear and distinct direction already. This is an 8 out of 10 song. Tracks: Liberian Girl versus Bullet, The Blue Sky. Liberian Girl. The song is so lush and gorgeous. MJ sings about the affection he has towards a special woman. I am most impressed by how he harmonizes with his own voice, an element to singing that Michael Jackson perfected from an early age, and it continued to progress throughout his career. It's a song that I always wish he had added to his Bad tour set list. Actually, there's a lot of songs I wish MJ had performed, and maybe I'll make a video about my dream MJ tour set list. Let me know if that's something you'd like to hear in the comment. But nonetheless, Liberian Girl is a 10 out of 10 song. I don't care what you say, argue with your mom. Bullet, The Blue Sky. I love the drum kicks and guitar pulls and how it gives the track this haunting grunge. The song sounds like a song that would play during an action film while the main character emerges from the ashes and rubble of a burning building, or a song that will play when the film is introducing the villain, or it's a song that you could play at a riot. Like, this song is so unique. Bono gets very militant but sounds really badass at the same time. Nonetheless, this is a 9 out of 10 song. Just Good Friends versus Running to Stand Still. Now, I have a controversial take, I think it's controversial, regarding this song. So we have Michael Jackson in his prime and Stevie Wonder in his prime. I feel like as good as this song is, it's not as big as it should have been, and maybe I'm just a victim of my own expectations, but I feel like this song should have been a song that they recorded and set to the side so they can make room to make a bigger song.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Don't get me wrong, I love the song. I really do. It's fun. Both of them brought it vocally, but with this collab, I just felt like this should be one of Michael Jackson's and Stevie Wonder's biggest hits, and not just a deep cut on one of the biggest albums of all time. But overall, this is an 8 out of 10 song. Running to Stand Still. This song is more stripped down from a production standpoint. Bono's delivery is more subtle and precise on this track, but it's still amazing. It kind of sounds like something Phil Collins would have produced, and I love me some Philip Collins, so therefore, it's an easy song to love. 8 out of 10. Another Part of Me versus Red Hill Mining Town. Another Part of Me. I always loved the energy of this song and the way MJ and company performed this record. I could always feel the synergy between all of them through this. It was infectious. And I can always tell Michael loved performing this song as he fed off the crowd's energy as well. Everything about this record was colossal. It was fun and energetic. Lyrically, it contains a beautiful message as it relays, we may be from different worlds, but we are still one and the same. By the way, I love the Captain EO version as well. And side note, I really wish Michael did squeeze an album in between Thriller and Bad, aka his Thrad era. I would have loved to see what he could have produced like as an album during that time. 10 out of 10 song. Red Hill Mining Town. This song kicks ass as Bono kills it with a powerful vocal performance. U2 just makes that type of music that makes me want to climb a mountain or lead a cross-country marathon. I bet this is what Forrest Gump was bumping when he was running across the globe. Man in the Mirror versus In God's Country. What is left to be said about this powerful, self-reflecting song? And shout out to Sadia Garrett and Glenn Ballard for penning the lyrics. Easily, it's an 11 out of 10 song. In God's Country, the rhythm hooked me immediately. Just like Man in the Mirror, this track comes with a powerful message. 10 out of 10. I Can't Stop Loving You versus Trip on Your Wires. I Can't Stop Loving You is a beautiful ballad that expresses the deepest and purest love a person could have for their soulmate. Despite being a relatively unknown artist, Miss Garrett shined on this song. Michael's delivery was so gentle and infectious, but sung with passion when it was necessary. 9 out of 10. Trip on Your Wires. This has a more country feel to it. I wish the vocals were mixed better, as it was difficult for me to make out what they were singing, as the production seemed to overpower the vocalist in some sections. Despite that, the song still makes me feel something. This sounds like some shit you'd hear on the Sons of Anarchy. Driving through this world all alone. Next song, Dirty Diana, no. And One Tree Hill, I don't wanna be anything other than what I've been trying to make lately. No, not that song, no, but for real. Dirty Diana. This dirty rock song about MJ being played by a groupie. Between this, Billie Jean, Leave Me Alone, and Who Is It, MJ was really going through it with the bops, man, I'm telling you. Everything about this song is sick, from the bass line, to the guitars, to the story, to the MJ. It's a complete 10 out of 10 song. One Tree Hill. This song is beautiful. The pen definitely was on fire when they wrote this song. Matter of fact, can someone tell me who pens their lyrics? Because is it Bono or is it another member? I did not look up anything about this album, as I just wanted to listen to this song with a clear mind and a clean slate. Like, I didn't want to be influenced in any way. I did look up the lyrics while I was listening to some of the songs so I can grasp the subject matter a little bit more, but other than that, I didn't look up anything. The pain in Bono's voice while singing the outro really shook my heart. 10 out of 10 song. Smooth Criminal is a very unique song, as no one on this earth could deliver the way MJ did. Growing up, I would often skip this song if I wasn't watching this short film, but as a full-grown adult, this song slaps so hard. The musicality cannot be overlooked. Michael Jackson's gritty vocal delivery gives this song that extra oomph. It's a 9 out of 10. Exit. This song is like a haunting spell. The drummer was drumming from Venus on this one, and I was just entranced by the rhythm and the pattern of it all. 9.5 out of 10. We made it to the very last song. Leave Me Alone versus Mothers of the Disappeared. Whew, I'm kind of nervous for MJ right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, leave me alone, girl. Leave me alone. I really love Michael Jackson's delivery and cadence on the verses, as it's one of my all-time favorites by him. And just, you can tell that he was really angry at the woman he was singing to or about. As heartbreaking as the lyrics are, the production maintains the album's raw high energy. This song is a 10 out of 10. Last but not least, we have Mothers of the Disappeared. This song is like a feather gently descending amid a fire, meaning the placement of the song on a very climactic album provides a sense of peace, even though the subject matter is very heartbreaking, sad. Bono's soothing, harrowing voice adds an extra layer to this already complex composition of emotions. Even though this song was published in 1987, the subject matter is still relevant. I have to give this song a 10 out of 10. Michael Jackson's bad. It's well balanced, as the musicality of this entire album is genius. Michael showed immense growth as a songwriter, co-producer, and vocalist. Vocally, this is my favorite Michael Jackson album, as he experimented with more cadences and tones. With the extra emphasis on rock-influenced music with R&B undertones, Michael Jackson's subject matter expanded as well. My take on the Joshua Tree, this album is like a glimpse of hope amid the rush of a hurricane. A lyrical masterpiece, as each song has a profound meaning. And Bono, bro, why has no one ever told me Bono can sing like this? Like, this man legit had my eyes flooding with tears on certain songs. Now I'm just in disbelief. With all of that aside, it's time to see who won. Now I'm actually kind of scared. After doing some simple math. The Bad Album. earned a total of 102 points, plus 1 point of extra credit for Man in the Mirror. The Joshua Tree earned 101.5 out of a possible 110. And I'm sorry, I forgot to add the 1 point extra credit for Where the Streets Have No Name, because that song was perfect. So to answer the question, was Michael Jackson robbed for Album of the Year? And honestly, I would say no. I believe the Joshua Tree earned it fair and square. Despite what anyone may say, that album was brilliant. And I'm not even mad that they won it. I'm happy that I listened to it. And also, U2 fans, if you have any other U2 albums you could recommend, please let me know in the comments. I would love to check out more of their work. Anywho, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate you so much for checking out my video. This really means a lot. This YouTube thing has been going very well so far this year, and I really needed a break in some way, and I really appreciate y'all for rocking with me. So once again, subscribe. Keep checking out my old videos as well. And I have some new stuff in the works. I have more Michael Jackson related content for sure. I can talk about Michael Jackson for days. I wasn't sure why I've never done a Michael Jackson video before last week anyways. Like, I don't know why. I talk about him all the time anyways. But yeah, I'm here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Love you guys. Bye. Boop.